Hey, in this video, we're going to check out something called the distance formula. So the distance formula is whenever you don't have a graph, okay? So when you don't have a graph, you can bust out the distance formula maybe to save you some time, or if you need to solve the problem algebraically instead of using a graph. So what is the distance formula? So the distance formula is you have 2 points. Let me erase my chaos over here, just so you know what I'm talking about. So you have 2 points, let's say Q and R, okay? And we have those 2 coordinates. You label each one of those coordinates like x1, y1, x2, y2, and then you can use the distance formula, which is this, in order to find the distance between those 2 coordinates. So you're going to plug in the values in here. So you see that this y2 goes here, so y2 minus y1, subtract the y's, and then square them. And then add that to the squaring of the x coordinates subtracted from themselves, and then square root that final thing. Let's try out an example. So say we have coordinate A and coordinate B. Let's not graph it, let's just solve it. And we're trying to find the distance between these 2 points. So step 1, here's what you need to do is label your coordinates. So x1, y1, x2, y2. Step 2 is set up your distance formula. So square root of y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. Then you're just going to plug and chug this thing, right? So I'm going to insert all the values in here. So y2 is 1 minus y1, which is 4. Square that. The x's are 3, and then we have a minus a negative 2, so be careful of that. So minus a negative 2, and then what happens with this double negative? You know what it happens, that turns into a positive. So we got 1 minus 4 is negative 3 squared, plus 3 plus 2 is 5. Cool. And then we're going to go down here. We got negative 3 squared. A negative squared becomes a positive. 5 squared becomes 25. And then just add those suckers together. So what is that? That becomes 34. Okay, and then we got the square root of 34 would be the answer. And as a little bonus, let's see if we can reduce this square root to its simplest terms. So 34 is made up of 2 times 17, right? So 2 times 17, we can't reduce that any further. So 34 is actually the most reduced state that we can get it. So that means that the distance between coordinate A to coordinate B equals the square root of 34. Okay guys, so try it out for yourself. See if you can follow this process on your own. Just follow it step by step, and the more you practice, the better you'll become at it.